On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Wreck.
A ship that has sunk or has been destroyed, a vehicle that has been badly damaged in an accident.
Examples:
The house was a wreck. A worthless wreck. The divers accidentally discovered a wreck on the ocean floor.
Debate.
A formal discussion or argument of opposing viewpoints, often to persuade others to adopt a specific position. A public discussion, often on an issue of current interest, in which participants offer opinions and differing perspectives.
Examples:
Debate topic. Debate competition. The debate over climate change continues to be a hot topic in politics.
Rage.
A strong feeling of anger or violence.
Examples:
Uncontrollable rage. Fall into a rage. She was filled with a burning rage at the injustice she had witnessed.
Physician.
A medical doctor who practices medicine.
Examples:
The advice of the physician. Consult with a physician. She visited the local physician to seek treatment for her persistent headache.
Childbed.
The period immediately following the birth of a child, during which a mother recovers from childbirth and adjusts to caring for a newborn.
Examples:
Childbed fever. Post-childbed recovery. The midwife closely monitored the woman's condition during her childbed.
Strike.
To wallop somebody or something with the hand, fist, or weapon, to have an emotional or cognitive impact upon.
Examples:
Strike up a conversation. Strike a blow. We strike to achieve more wages and safer working conditions.
Infect.
To affect a person, an animal, or a plant with a disease-causing organism.
Examples:
Infect other animal species. Infect a computer with a virus. Children often infect parents with this head cold.
Obstetrician.
A physician who specializes in caring for women during pregnancy, childbirth, and the postpartum period.
Examples:
Obstetrician appointment. Female obstetrician. The new mother was grateful for the support she received from her obstetrician.
Observe.
To watch or notice something carefully, often to gather information or insights, to take note of something or someone, to celebrate or commemorate a special event or occasion.
Examples:
Observe a tradition. Observe wildlife. It is important to observe safety procedures in the workplace to prevent accidents.
Abdominal.
Of or relating to the part of the body that contains the stomach, intestines, and other organs.
Examples:
an abdominal operation, abdominal muscles. He felt a sharp pain in his abdominal area.
Inflammation.
A physical condition in which a part of the body becomes red, painful, hot, and often swollen, especially as a reaction to infection or injury.
Examples:
reduce inflammation and pain. Inflammation of the lungs. The medicine soothes the pain of chronic inflammation.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Claim.
To assert that something is true, to demand or request something as one's own, to lay legal or moral right to something. Noun, a demand or assertion of a right or something that one believes to be true.
Examples:
claim responsibility. False claim. He wants to claim ownership of the abandoned property.
Medical.
Relating to the treatment of illness or injuries, relating to the practice of medicine.
Examples:
a medical opinion. Temporary medical treatment. The medical team worked quickly to save the patient's life.
Skepticism.
An attitude of doubting or questioning that claims or statements are true or valuable or that something will happen, the disbelief in any claims of ultimate knowledge.
Examples:
natural skepticism. Skepticism toward bureaucracy. This party expresses skepticism about the efficacy of the health insurance system.
Argument.
A set of statements or reasons used to support or refute a proposition or theory, a verbal or physical fight or dispute.
Examples:
a blazing argument. The argument against capital punishment. The argument between the two sides over the proposed policy was heated. Fallacy. A mistaken belief, idea, or argument that is not supported by facts or evidence, a deceptive or misleading statement or belief.
Examples:
fallacy of logic. Belief in a fallacy. Many people cling to the fallacy that they can get rich quickly, despite all evidence. Correlation. A statistical relationship between two variables in which one variable is affected by the other. A reciprocal relation between two or more facts, numbers, etc. Examples: ecological correlation. Correlation coefficient. There is a strong correlation between education level and income. Imply. To indicate the truth or existence of something without referring to it.
Examples:
Imply a strong correlation. Imply the presence of alien. The salespeople speak in technical terms to imply that they are more knowledgeable than the customer.
Causation:
The action or relationship between an event or action and its effect or consequence, the explanation for why something happens.
Examples:
Causation analysis. Direct causation. The causation of the disease is still under investigation by medical researchers.
Phenomenon:
Something that exists and can be perceptible, especially one that is not fully understood.
Examples:
Natural phenomenon. Historical phenomenon. A rainbow is a natural phenomenon.
Regularly:
At regular intervals or times.
Examples:
Regularly arranged. Post regularly to a blog. This site regularly shares high-quality academic materials.
Necessarily:
In an essential manner, in such a way as could not be otherwise.
Examples:
Not necessarily a problem. Necessarily true. This accident was something that happened necessarily.
Logic:
A way of thinking or reasoning conducted or evaluated by strict validity principles, the study of correct reasoning or good arguments.
Examples:
An indisputable logic. A demonstration in logic. There's no logic in his description.
Correlate:
To have a connection or relationship in which one thing affects or depends on another.
Examples:
Correlate closely with the quality. Correlate to the size. We may frequently correlate age with the frequency of disease.
Purity:
The state of being undiluted or unmixed with anything else, the state of being free from immorality, especially of a sexual nature.
Examples:
The degree of purity. High purity. Higher purity requires additional equipment and energy.
Coincidence:
An occasion when two or more similar things happen at the same time by chance, in a surprising way.
Examples:
The coincidence of an opinion. By a strange coincidence. It was a pure coincidence that we met her in the library.
Causal:
Relating to or indicating a cause or the relationship between causes and effects, resulting from a cause.
Examples:
Causal chain. Causal effect. The study aimed to establish a causal relationship between smoking and lung cancer.
Relation:
The way two persons or groups of people feel and act toward one another.
Examples:
Relation between cause and effect. Relation of inclusion. The industrial relations laws were passed with little to no alteration.
Opposition.
The act of disagreeing or resisting, the state of strong disagreement.
Examples:
Opposition campaign. Meet with opposition. The opposition party strongly disagreed with the government's proposed legislation.
Underlying.
Significant as a cause or basis of something, but not immediately apparent or stated clearly.
Examples:
An underlying motive. An underlying cause of an accident. The underlying principle of every business was identical.
Humor.
The quality of being amusing or funny, the liquid parts of the body.
Examples:
Sardonic humor. Vitreous humor. My wife seems to be in ill humor.
Discuss.
To talk about or examine in detail, through conversation or debate, to exchange ideas, opinions, or information on a particular topic.
Examples:
Discuss options. Discuss solutions. We need to discuss the next steps for the project during our meeting tomorrow.
Colleague.
One of a group of a coworker, especially in a profession or a business.
Examples:
Collaborate with colleagues. Former colleague. I decided to seek counseling on the advice of my colleague.
Scathe.
To harm or injure someone or something, often by using words or criticism, to cut or wound deeply.
Examples:
Skate the coastal town. Skate the politician's credibility. The harsh words from her boss were enough to scathe her confidence for the rest of the day.
Autopsy.
A medical examination performed on a dead body to determine the cause of death or identify any underlying medical conditions or injuries. A post-mortem examination or necropsy in animals.
Examples:
Forensic autopsy. Perform an autopsy. The autopsy report revealed that the cause of death was a heart attack.
Victim.
A person who has been harmed, injured, or otherwise negatively affected by a particular action, circumstance, or event.
Examples:
Victim support. Victim compensation. The victim of the crime deserves justice and support to recover from the trauma.
Propose.
To make a proposal, declare a plan for something.
Examples:
Propose the amendment. Propose changes. I want to propose a toast in honor of our long-standing relationship.
Conclude.
To come to an end or close, to reach a judgment or opinion by reasoning.
Examples:
Conclude a meeting. Conclude that he is healthy. We concluded a ceasefire.
Invisible.
Impossible or nearly impossible to see.
Examples:
An invisible asset. Invisible stars. The phenomenon is invisible at optical wavelengths.
Contaminate.
To make something impure, unclean, or poisonous by contact or mixture.
Examples:
Contaminate with a disease. Contaminate his ego. We strive not to contaminate the environment when demolishing petroleum plants.
Surgery.
Medical treatment of injuries or diseases involving an incision with instruments and often removing or replacing some parts of the body, the branch of medical science that treats disease or injury by operative procedures.
Examples:
Cardiac surgery. The professor of surgery. He had undergone heart surgery years before.
Instrument.
An object used to make musical sounds, such as a piano, guitar, or drum, a tool or device used for a specific activity, particularly in specialist or scientific work.
Examples:
Musical instruments. Surgical instruments. This electronic instrument is required to undergo periodic inspections to ensure precision.
Infallible.
Incapable of making mistakes or being wrong, never failing, always accurate.
Examples:
Infallible leadership. Infallible plan. The CEO's business strategy was built on infallible market analysis and forecast.
Refuse.
To show that one is not willing to do or accept something.
Examples:
Refuse a request. Refuse the company. My initial reaction was to refuse.
Possibility.
A chance that something may happen or be true.
Examples:
Possibility for growth. Possibility of a major earthquake. The possibility of getting the disease will drastically increase.
Plight.
A difficult or unfortunate situation.
Examples:
Miserable plight. The plight of the poor. The government has ignored the plight of the homeless population.
Flaw.
A fault, mistake, or weakness that causes something not to be perfect.
Examples:
A minor flaw. The flaw in the legislation. Even the slightest design flaw in an aircraft can lead to a fatal accident.
Investigation.
The act or process of thoroughly examining a crime, problem, statement, etc., to uncover the truth.
Examples:
A preliminary investigation. The scope of an investigation. We have never before conducted a legitimate investigation.
Clinic.
A building or hospital department where people can go for medical care or advice, especially of a particular condition.
Examples:
Visit to the veterinary clinic. A dental clinic. She holds a clinic on Tuesday mornings.
Personnel.
A group of people who are employed in an organization or one of the armed forces, the department responsible for hiring, training, and placing employees.
Examples:
Competent personnel. Personnel evaluation. Please forward the resumes to the personnel department.
Disinfect.
To clean something using chemicals or other materials that kill germs or bacteria, making it safe and free from harmful microorganisms.
Examples:
Disinfect a wound. Disinfect the kitchen. It is important to disinfect surfaces regularly to prevent the spread of germs.
Contagious.
Able to be passed on to others through contact or proximity, especially by infection or disease.
Examples:
Contagious enthusiasm. Contagious virus. The disease is highly contagious and spreads quickly.
Identify.
To recognize someone or something and say or prove who or what they are.
Examples:
Identify handwriting. Identify gene sequences. I will introduce you to how to identify the leading causes of the malfunction.
Responsible.
Answerable or accountable for something within one's power, control, or management.
Examples:
Responsible action. Responsible for customer service. She's a responsible pet owner who ensures her dog gets enough exercise and a healthy diet.
Streptococcus.
A genus of bacteria that includes many species, some of which can cause a wide range of infections in humans and animals, including strep throat, pneumonia, and skin infections.
Examples:
Streptococcus infection. Group A Streptococcus. Streptococcus mutans is a type of bacteria that can cause tooth decay.
Bacteria.
Single-celled or non-cellular spherical or spiral or rod-shaped organisms that exist in large numbers in the air, water, and soil, and also in living and dead creatures and plants, and are often a cause of disease.
Examples:
Pathogenic bacteria. Harmless bacteria. Bacteria prevalent in hospitals are often resistant to antibiotics.
Fry.
To cook food, especially meat or fish, in hot fat or oil.
Examples:
fry an egg, fry over low heat. She devoted herself to frying the chicken in a pan until it was crispy and golden brown.
Melt.
To turn from something solid into something soft or liquid as a result of heating.
Examples:
Melt the ice. Melt down gold. Her resistance melted under his persuasion.